Well, hello again. This is Phil Chenevert with Word Origins number 4 for the Ali people, and for anybody else too. But um, let's tell a story about you. Imagine that you are a honest Roman citizen, and you are making a pretty good living on making. You're a leather worker. You served your apprentice time, and now you're a master, and you're making a pretty good living. You just got a contract with your brother-in-law, who's a centurion, to make some leather straps for the legionnaires. So you're looking forward to making, quite a bit of money in the come time. But you have a problem. Your daughter Astrid is getting married, and your wife wants a big blowout. I mean, peacock eggs, stuffed hummingbirds, grapes made with I don't know what. I mean, she wants from expensive stuff, and you just don't have that type of money. So you walk on down to the local moneylender and you say, I need some denarii. And they say, sure, no problem for you, Servius. How much do you need? So you tell them, oops, I'm not recording, am I? Well, I'll leave it here and see if it comes out. I'll move it to my thing. Forgot that. Shoot. So he lends you some money, and so he says, okay, well, you pay it back every month, first of the month, as always. That's all debts are paid that way, in 12 installments, okay? And you say, great. So, of course, the wedding happens, and you got the money, and then you're walking down the street, and then somebody taps you on the shoulder, and it's the slave of the moneylender who says, hey, it's time for the installment for the money. Where's the money? And you say, oh, no, it's not the first of the month. And you look up to the sky and you say, see the new moon? That's when the month is. He says, oh no, it is time for that. And there's a disagreement about when it's time to pay your debts. Now you can imagine this happening thousands of times. The Romans came up with a pretty good solution in how they work things. They had the high priests determine when the new moon happens. When the new moon, when they determined it was the first of the month, all debts were paid on that time. Well, anyway, they said, we'll leave it up to them. And when they say today or this morning is the morning, they would send out an announcer. He would have a trumpet, and this announcer was called the Collins. And so when the Collins went around blowing his trumpet in all the Roman provinces and city and Rome itself, the people knew there was no disagreement. They invented this. It was time. Now, from this word Collins, of course, what do we get? We get the word calendar. You remember that the Romans, maybe you may not know this, divided their month. They had the Collins, the first. They had the Ides of the month, the 15th, and they would count their time by how far it was before or after. I'm not going to go into that. That's another video. Right now, I want to talk to you about why we use the word calendar. It's come down to us for what, 2,500 years from Collins. Now, Collins is a Greek word meaning announce. So the announcement that is the very important date, time to pay them debts. And that we get our word calendar. If bills did not need to be paid, we might not have that calendar on the wall. Now, I'm going to make a little video later on about the days of the week, where those words come from. Why do we call the days of the week? We have a calendar. Why do we call them Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? Why do we have only 7? And secondly, why do we call them months, the months that we do? January, February, March, April, okay, all that stuff. So today, a short little video on the word calendar. It comes to us from the Greek word announce, and from the Romans using it to have an official announcement of when you got to pay your rent. Don't try to get out of it. It's time to pay your rent or collect your rent. Thank you.